evening, fellas. Good evening, and welcome to today's stream. I hope you guys are doing well. How's it going? This has been. I meant to do this a few hours ago. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. I needed to sleep more. Sleep was of the essence in order to, I don't know, not die. I've had a long week, so I didn't wanna have no energy for today's stream. I think we have a good one ahead of us, though. I mean, the topic is a little bit strange. I think probably a lot of you guys know what it is, and a lot of you guys don't really know about all this stuff that's been going on. It's kind of like a thing. I think it's been all over Twitter, but I don't know if it's been anywhere else. That's why I'm not sure. That's why I'm not sure. Let me move this over here. Thank you, MD, for the 5 gift memberships. Thank you, everybody, for being conscripted into the Umarmy. We have, instead of Fumoe today, we're joined by our co-host, Jovial here, guarding the carrots, because, you know, that's what winners do. They guard the carrots. Very strategic placement right there. Thank you, Big Tobacco, for subscribing to the Umarmy. Thank you for, your contributions to this horse society. Thank you, MD, for the 2 carrots. Get conscripted. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can sort of do this coverage justice. I'm a little nervous because, like, it's very hard to deliberately find information about horse race tests, because when you try to search up horse race tests, what do you think you get? What do you think the result is? What do you think comes up when you search that? It's actual horse races. Spoiler alert. A lot of horse races. No, it's not. It's not Yuri. That is not. Maybe if you look on Twitter. Actually, let me try searching on Twitter. Maybe that was my mistake. I just did a general search there. Did not work out very well. Yeah, the orange and the yellow horses. Well, the yellow horse only has popularity because it's the girlfriend of the orange horse, okay? So you know, the orange horse is the real winner here. Just keep that in mind. We're gonna get into this though. I was thanking Brotherhood of Steelman for the 5 carrots. She was a horse girl and she turned herself into a carrot. The most funniest thing ever. I'm not a carrot! This is my cosplay of the winner here. This beautiful creature you see lurking on the corner of my desk that looks like it would kill me if I said one wrong thing. So thank you very much for joining. Umarmy is a horse private 2nd class. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, alright. What is this yellow hate? Well, it's not yellow hate necessarily, it's anything but orange hate. You guys already know that orange is my favorite color. So like, even if orange, you know, even if Jovial here was like a terrible racehorse, would still be the GOAT. Hold on, let me search this up real quick. Let's see if we can get some practical results. I need to inform you guys of the lore. Coincidentally, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure the horse race test end tomorrow, so maybe this stream is like perfectly timed. I don't know. I think it might have been. Jovial Merriman is cooler than me. I agree. No, I agree with that. I'm not denying this. I'm just hoping that I can be a fraction of what she is someday. Why do you think I'm a doorknob fan? That's the brown horse, right? It's actually hard to find a list of all these horses' names. Like, you kind of like catch them around. Like the cyan one doesn't even have a name, right? Its name is just cyan. And then there's like the red horse, which nobody talks about. I know that one has a name. The white one definitely has a name. What else here? Hello, welcome to the stream, Lulu Lasso. Hi, I haven't seen you in a bit. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. I was about to get into the horse girl lore. Literally, when you search it up, it actually is all Yuri. Thank you guys. I did not realize. I didn't realize the situation. Actually, no, I kind of did, but like, we're not gonna. This isn't a. This isn't a horse Yuri stream, okay? This is about getting into what horse race test is, which somehow literally just became Yuri. I don't know. There's like relationship charts and stuff. There's, oh my god, dude, what? I'm sorry, I understood that there's a lot of fan art, but I didn't think if you looked up horse race tests, it would literally just be Yuri. But yeah, it's okay. There's, it's very beautiful, these horses. So, let me, go over the horse race info then. So, hold on, I have to regain my composure. Yeah, we're talking about the orange horse Twitter race stuff. That's because it ends tomorrow, so this is the perfect day to discuss it. We have to. I'm obligated to as a horse. It's a part of my horse contract. So, the first horse, as you guys know, the best one, hands down, like no questions asked, is Jovial Merriment. That is the orange horse with me today. Now, this horse, Jovial, has the best KDA record. Best racer of all the horses, wins the most without question. It's kind of weird if Jovial doesn't win, you know? It's like something's wrong with the world. So if you're a Jovial fan, you like champions, you like seeing people win, you like seeing prosperity, you just like seeing results, you know? You're not about all that nonsense. Jovial has time to just, you know, go horse around and still come out on top. That's the horse that you want to support right there. And then you have the Jovial aunties who will say that it is rigged, that this horse is doped up on all sorts of things, and that's the only reason she's able to win. Well, fellas, that's not true. Okay, it's natural talent, it's pedigree, it's, you know, the importance of understanding the track. She's more prepared than anybody else, and that's why it happens. You say, yeah, horse around. It's just a little horse play between fellow horses and whatnot. Yes. Why am I so orange today? Because I am celebrating Jovial's many victories. It looks like, you know, since horse race tests are ending tomorrow, that means nobody's gonna be able to claim the record. Also, hold on, I have to drink water. In the end, Cyan fans, I think they just like watching an underdog. Those are the type of people who go to pick up a new dog with the one they want in mind and end up picking the runt of the litter. So, if you like watching a horse lose, Cyan is probably your best bet. We have Yellow as well. Yellow's name is just Yellow. Yellow doesn't have a name. Yellow's a happy little fella, doesn't need to win or lose, just is in it for the joy of the race. Which, you know, I find respectable. I find very respectable, of course. Aren't you glad to see Tomoe? I sure am. It's a good day to horse around. The black gray horse is Downtown Skybox, which I've never met a Downtown Skybox fan, but you know, I'm sure they're out there somewhere. I don't know if any of you guys are. I mean, it's a pretty cool color, I guess. It's okay, you know. It's all right. It's cool. She does look kind of cool. I'll give you that. Doorknob is the brown horse, which people thought I would be fond of, but no, I'm not. I mean, it's a good color. Don't get me wrong. I quite like the color. It's probably why most of my aesthetic is that color as well. So, you know, I love this horse too, but it's no Jovial Merriment. My heart belongs to one horse, you know? I'm a one horse type of Tomoe. It'd be like if you guys had several horse Oshis instead of me being your only horse Oshi. But we all know that would never happen. What about the odd horses? Hey, we'll get into that in a second. We have to talk about the other horses still. I'm still explaining the lineup. You ate too much carrots? No! This is deliberate. This is intentional. The other horse is... We have the darker blue one, which is Bulletin Board. Any bulletin boards in the chat? Any bulletin boarders? Any fans of the bulletin board? It's a pretty good horse, you know, decent, so. Kind of like middle run of the pack, not too bad. Not too bad at all. What do you mean congrats on coming out and being gay for Mosu? Where is this plot line coming from? We're talking about horses today. This is about horses. This is horse lore at its finest. The color of a winner? Dark blue is the color of a winner? I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of... Actually, no. Maybe I do like blue more than red. I have to think about this. Who's the orange freak on the bottom left? It's my Oshi Jovial right there. I like how confused people are if they don't know what the horse race tests are. There's like people who know, and then people who don't know. You know? There's a little bit of both. I mean, it is weird. It's a really weird thing that kind of just... I think it came up, like, overnight, like, the middle of last week. It just happened, and now it's already almost over. Which is good, because I feel like the creator is ending it before it loses its, spark, you know? It's still got that, yeah, it's like a DVD logo bouncing around the screen, but it's horses instead. And they're trying to get the bundle of carrots. That's essentially what horse race test is. So it's very entertaining. It's like a simple sort of entertainment, you know? You can just watch it, enjoy it, and then move on with your day. I think they post them once a day, except for there's like 2 days of weeks that they aren't posted, and they're posted at noon, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I'll miss these horses too. The other horses, we have Pink, which is a pink horse. Very beautiful pink horse. We have Superstitional Realism, which is the white horse. Everybody loves a good princely looking horse, you know, the type of horse to show up in the movies with the prince and the saving of the princess and whatnot. So it's a pretty good horse as well. And then Resolute Mind Afternoon is the last one. That's the red horse. I think that's all of them. I think that's all of the horses in the race. Again, never met a Resolute Mind Afternoon fan, but like out there somewhere. The beautiful thing about horse race tests is, I don't know, I guess the creator had never even heard of Musume, but coincidentally, we got big Musume news like throughout this week and last week that kind of goes hand in hand with the horse race thing being popular. So maybe we have more horse race fans in general now. Because I don't know if you guys heard this, but Cygames, the people responsible for Musume, have announced that they're sponsoring the Kentucky Derby this year. And also, they just released news today that there's going to be an update regarding the English release date information on April 27th. So, that combined with the Kentucky Derby makes me think that it's probably about to come out. So, it's pretty awesome, to be honest, them sponsoring an American horse race like that, especially the Kentucky Derby of all things. Yeah! Big English release. This is exciting. Sorry, I'm still waking up. I like crawled out of bed and immediately got to setting up stream, so. So many beautiful horses. I mean, the funny thing about Musume is it's also like all female horses, right? So you have horse race tests popping off, which is, well, I don't think the horses had a gender originally. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the creator had a gender for them. I think everybody just decided that these are girl horses who love each other very much. Yes, I think that was what ended up happening there. No, I don't have any appearances in Musume yet. They haven't picked me up for it yet. Maybe if I do better and do bigger things, they'll be like, this is our top horse right here. She could totally sponsor Musume. I would love to do it. I would be very happy to do so, but you know, kind of hard to just do it out of nowhere. Would I say yes if they asked? Absolutely would. I have to support my fellow horses. Plus, I mean, it's Musume, bro. That's awesome. It's very awesome. I have to fulfill my dream of becoming the top horse VTuber in the history of ever. I must leave a powerful mark upon history, so gonna have to work super hard. I didn't sleep very well earlier this week. My apologies. Work was very busy, but horse race tests. All right, let's see what we got. So every time a race is released, there's a lot of lore that comes with it. Including the other day there was these curse tests that came out that looked like mutated versions of Cyan, which was the loser, you know, the horse that never wins. So it's pretty interesting, to be honest. I don't know what happened with the mutated horses or why they look so grotesque. There's just, I don't know. I'm gonna hold on. Let me try to find something here. What do you mean very rude of me? And today there was a version that had no jovial but had an apple. Like, what's the deal with that? But Pink won the apple today, so that was exciting. Oh wait, the Pink actually does have a name. It's Comely Material Morning. It's a weird name, but it's definitely a horse name. If I had a horse race name, what do you guys think my name would be? I feel like at some point in my history, I need to step into the ring of horse racing and you know, maybe start running. Yeah. The creator originally said they were all male, so it'd be yaoi, but then they said they got hit in the head and they were actually all girls. That makes sense, I guess. I can't imagine the alternative now. The race with the apple was all in Jovial's mind. It was Jovial predicting all of the opponent's moves beforehand so she could win the next race in an easy sweep. I mean, whenever she's there, everybody already knows who's gonna win. Which, to be honest, I don't know how she's managed to get such a good track record. Wait, is that why they call it a track record? A little bit of food for thought there. Little bit of something to think about there. You have the race with superstition. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What is this lore? The more I get into it, the more confused I get. I know some of you guys are like big fans of the horse race test though, so you probably know all the snippets of lore. Some people draw them as like actual horses too. It's very interesting. Stupendous Baron Bayonet. That sounds pretty intense. It's a pretty cool name right there. Poor Cyan though. Poor Cyan. If you look at the pixels, Jovial is shorter and skinnier than the other horses, so she's going to so she's better at going in straight lines. Okay. I guess that does make sense, yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that makes sense. So where's the Yuri part? Literally all of this, like, all of the fan lore and stuff is all Yuri. Like, all of it is... I don't even know what the point of it is, to be honest. Like, I don't know what the point of the races actually is, but... It's all Yuri. That's... Maybe that's a good way to sum up today's stream. I was expecting to do like an in-depth analysis, but like the more I study it, the more I realize, you know, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Okay, well, you see, hold on, well there's this thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find the chart. Let me see if I could find the chart real quick. You're lost? That's okay. That's okay. I need the canon lore sheet. Okay. I guess, yeah, so orange and yellow are together because they were hanging out in one of the races. I think maybe there might have been some... This just says Yuri! This whole chart just says Yuri! Why does it all say Yuri? Let me put this on the screen real quick, hold on. I'll show you guys. I don't know how accurate this is gonna be, but we need to start somewhere in our analysis. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll just put that up here real quick so we can I'll put it behind me. I need to be able to properly present this, I guess. Oh, my layers are so unorganized. Oh, put it too far down. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Like I said, guys, it's all Yuri. It's Yuri all the way down. Now that is a chart. Yes. Yes. Red equals Yuri, so I guess pink, the pink one and the red one love each other. Gray is the only... Wait, really? Oh, wait, you're right! What happened? Why is it... Why are you not... Gray framed the Yuri is... Oh, I framed the Yuri and it's just pure hate. Oh. Oh, yeah, I mean... Yeah, probably, honestly. How can you tell, though? By watching the races and seeing how they interact. It's all about watching their interactions with each other. Yes, these are all women horses. This is all... Why is everybody trying to make Jovial out to be the bully, though? That's what I'm wondering. Like, why does Jovial have to be the bad guy here? Downtown has one relationship and it's pure hate. Why do they have to hate each other, though? Why is it just love or hate? Why is there no friendship among horses here? I also didn't know that Doorknob and Jovial used to be together. This is very sad. How many of those weird horse races? What do you mean weird horse races? This is a whole culture. This is like a whole thing, okay? Horses are naturally competitive creatures. Who am I supposed to compete with then? Who is my enemy? Jovial Merriman never wins. I mean, never loses though. Always wins. It's always fair and balanced and not rigged at all. But yeah, I don't even know why it's all toxic Yuri too. Gold ship? No. Men have no enemies? Is it true, chat? Do men have no enemies at all? Is it just horses that are competitive in this world? I don't know. The chart says Doorknob and Jovial were together. I don't remember that part of the lore, though. Kind of? Yes? Really? What? What? You never knew that? No. I've seen dudes that beef with each other. I guess it's not normally like mutual beef, though. It's like one plotting on the other's demise or something. Your enemy is YouTube chat? I don't think you're allowed to have enemies as a man. Maybe that's the real lesson here. Maybe that's why all these horses had to be female, so that they could beef with each other. I don't know how this works. So the gray is all hatred. The purple is all toxic Yuri, and the red is just Yuri. So, yeah, so, the white horse and the cyan horse those guys are bros. They're, well, I say bros, but they're a little more than bros. I think I remember that part at least. The white one, everybody, okay, almost all of them hate Jovial. Red has no relationship with Jovial. That's interesting. Why are they the only ones that haven't really interacted? Yeah, I don't know if Pink hates Jovial. I feel like Pink has kind of just like been doing its own thing, you know? Red's just there for Pink. Aw, that's actually really cute. Like, that's the only reason she races, is so that they can see each other, you know? They just have to hold hands with each other. This chart was made by the one Red enjoyer. Maybe I'll be a Red fan after this. You know, maybe I'll be the fan of Red. Maybe Red needs that one person. Please support Red after this, guys. Please give Red all of your love and support. That is the same way with Cyan and White. I think so. Yeah, they have a normal, healthy relationship. As you can see by the chart, their relationship is not toxic, so they're gonna be okay. You can't like the only horse that just hates everyone and has no love in its heart. That's not good. People did think the colorful cast of horses was similar to MLP though. But it was like, is this MLP or is this Musume? Are we drawing realistic horses or ponies, or are we drawing anime girl horses? Which, you know, I'm a little bit partial to anime girl horses myself. You know, I'm kind of biased there, just a little bit. You know, just a little biased. I'm not really sure why there have been so many cursed races lately, things that kind of break the mold a little bit. I don't know what the final race is going to be like, but I hope all of you guys will go and support the official horse race tests on Twitter and see the final one and experience all of the emotions that come with it. What do you mean you still have no idea what's going on? What do you mean? Oh, I didn't make this chart. This is a chart I found on Twitter, because that's where all the info comes from. Sorry, I mean X, not Twitter. Oh, my bad. Why not move on? I hope there's something to fill that gap in our hearts once this is over. Hate to see it go, but all good things must come to an end, you know? All good things must come to an end. I'm dropping frames. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't see anything on my end though. Maybe it's just on YouTube. Yeah, the last race is tomorrow. Last race is tomorrow. We can solve the horror part, but I want the dumb horses to race still. Oh. They are so cute, honestly. They're so cute. Oh, there's gonna be a season 2 of horse racing, you think? Oh. I'm just happy that the pink one has a name. I don't know if she had a name before today, but she's so cute. All the fan art of her is very cute. Unironically, the horse race test got me to watch the new Musume series. Do you think it's gotten like a fair amount of people into Musume from it? Like, they saw these horse girls and then they were like, wait a minute, there's an anime for horse girls. Kind of interesting to see the overlap there. And they're so cute. Even though everything is ending soon, we have to laugh about the fact that it happened, not be sad that it's gonna be over. I'm disappointed in you guys not liking horse race fans because, I mean, horse race... Wait, what was I gonna say? I'm disappointed in you guys not being horse race fans because of me, too. I can make people love horses more. You just have to give me a little bit of time to power up. I gotta figure out what my strategy's gonna be with that. I don't know, I'll figure something out. I'm a little scatterbrained right now, but you know. You think we find out the names when they win? That makes sense. Wait, so we're never gonna know what Cyan's name is? Oh no. Guys. Who could Cyan be? What is your name, little horsey? You didn't know about this before tonight? I hope you get to look up all the lore. You can look it up on #HorseRaceTests. That is where you will find all of the relevant information, among other things, of course, because there's a lot in there. Cyan won one and her name is literally just Cyan. That is insane. That feels disrespectful. It's not even a proper name. Cyan's legal name will be Tomoe. Why do you want me to have the name of a loser? I'm trying to be a champion here. I'm trying to be a winner. Also, yes, for those of you guys who did not know, not Tomoe, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey is currently airing. So if you want to watch new horse race girl content, just watch the actual anime about horse girls racing. Yes. Also, yes, that hashtag is where you will see horses kissing. That is a spoiler alert. Are you making fun of how I pronounce words again? Excuse you. Excuse you! English is my first language. It's out already? It is! They have a couple episodes out. I don't know how much Yuri is in Uma Musume, to be honest. I think a lot of it is up to interpretation. Much like horse race tests. Does it build off the original series or can you jump right in? I think it's like a side story. I'm pretty sure it's a side story. Different timeline. Yeah. It's its own thing. It's like its own separate, I meant side story by like spin-off manga, because I know, yeah. The game is always, wait, the game is pretty much almost always horse X trainer. Can a horse girl and a human man love each other? I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make some calls, talk to some people. I need to consult the experts. I don't think it's gonna work though. I don't think the games are accurate in that regard. I don't know, fellas. Though there are no horsemen out there, so I guess it makes sense maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Hey yo, horse, hello there. Why are there experts? There's experts in everything. Name a random thing in the world and there's probably experts on it. Will the local horse girl tow my car when it breaks down? Possibly. Very possibly, yes. That would be really interesting to watch, actually. Horse girls contributing to society. Can you imagine if there was like a horse girl trucker? Like you're driving down the old mountain roads and you look over and you just see a horse girl behind the wheel. And she just has like the worst road rage ever. But she's cute, so it's okay. And you trail her to the nearest truck stop and you're like, maybe we could make something work here. Maybe, you know, maybe the road doesn't have to be so lonely. And you give her your number and she messages you later, she calls you and you know, you convince her to stop trucking because you don't want her to just be roaming the mountain roads all alone. And then you guys settle down and you have a happy family together and then everything is okay. You know, she doesn't have to risk getting lost in like a rock fall or something traumatic like that. She can just raise the horses and then you're gonna go and make sure that she has a good rest of her life and that she can retire at pasture peacefully. What do you mean that's stalking? No, you're protecting her. You have to be her knight in shining armor. Wait, we were talking about horse Yuri. I'm sorry. Okay. Horse girl Yuri. Back on track. Again, a lot of it's toxic. Not sure how toxic we're talking. I guess maybe Jovial is just playing with people's emotions and stuff, so that's pretty unfortunate. I don't think Jovial is actually manipulating Yellow personally. I don't think there's any manipulation there. I think it's pure-hearted love at work. Yes. There was a track? What do you mean? No, it's complicated. There's no official lore. I'm just trying to make sure you guys understand what's going on. I think that White and Cyan's situation is very doomed because both of them, I feel like they're losing their sanity. Especially yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the recent tests have been very concerning, so I don't think they're gonna have a happy ending. I think that they will love each other forever, but they have to watch each other spiral into madness. Especially, you know, the one who can't seem to win a race for the life of them. Not naming any names, just in case there's any fans in chat, but, I don't know how this story is gonna end. Or maybe we'll get left on a cliffhanger, you know? Maybe we won't ever know how the race is gonna end off. And what then, huh? What sort of empty emotions are we supposed to hold on to at that point? Doomed Yuri at its finest. Doomed Yuri is very sad. I don't know. It's so sad. Where's the funny figure on this chart? What do you mean funny figure? How could this be? I'm sorry, I'm taking a look at more of the art real quick. Oh, the mysterious figure? That was a recent development, though. I also don't think the mysterious figure loves anyone, you know? I feel like it's incapable of love. It's like a... It's a... kind of like a cursed entity, you know? Like when you take too much Benadryl, instead of seeing the Hat Man, these guys see the cursed figure. I feel like you must hate someone, though. He seems spiteful. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. The nightmarish amalgamations. Ugh. Thank you, Horse Race Test, for being so strange. It was a good saga. Very good saga. I quite enjoyed this saga, even though, to be honest, I'm very much a part of the crowd that, for the vast majority of it, and even kind of now, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And then you see more updates and you're still like, what the hell is going on? It's kind of just how the cookie crumbles with stuff like this. It's like, you probably could do research on this, peek into the human psyche a little bit. In Musume, the American horses are the loudest and most obnoxious. I need to try and have a more dynamic personality. I need to be like the American that the Japanese think we are. That sort of horse out there, you know? Oh, you were betting on Orange since day one. That's a good bet, you know? I just became a fan of Orange because, I don't know, I saw it and I felt like we had an immediate connection. Honestly, if Jovial was a real horse, I would marry Jovial. I feel like Jovial could really, provide for the family, you know? Really hold down a steady job and just do great things out there. Be like a doctor and a lawyer at the same time. Just a real breadwinner out there, you know? Wait, are we not playing a game? Do you not know what Horse Race Test is? This isn't a game. This is very serious. People have lost thousands of dollars to these races. You think Musume fans should all be introduced to the horse named Tomoe Umari? I don't know if Musume fans will like me. I don't know or not. I mean, I'd be happy if they did, but I don't know if they will. Major League Gambling here? Exactly, bro. People could lose a lot from this. Dude, you can't spread false things about Jovial like this. I will not tolerate my goat being slandered. I don't think you want to bet on me if I was a racehorse. I'm good at lifting, but I'm not good at racehorsing, you know? Everything is, well, okay, so for this period of time, as we have one race left, I need you guys to do an important thing. Gotta take your life savings and bet on Jovial. This is the final race, right? So everything is at stake here. We need to make sure that Jovial is getting the love and support that she deserves. She's gone through so many side quests, so many separate arcs, so many different relationships. All to find her true love on the track, and then just go and win for her sake, you know? So, that's the sort of horse that I want you guys to support. What do you mean you don't gamble? Horse racing isn't gambling, it's supporting your horse Oshis, okay? That's different. Day 1 Musume fan and Day 1 Tomoe fan? Hell yeah. That's just the tests are ending, not the races? Maybe the races will go on forever, we just won't be able to see them anymore. I don't know, maybe it is just the tests that are ending, but what does that mean? What does it mean when the tests end and the real races begin? Is it gonna be like the Hunger Games, where if you lose the race, you die or whatever? I think that's how the Hunger Games went. I just wonder what Jovial's doing with all the carrots that she wins. That's an important plot point that hasn't been discovered yet. Does she just keep them in a room? You don't want any of those horses to die? I mean, eventually their time will come, you know? The real race happens when everyone races. You can't put all those horses in one room though. I feel like it'd be a bloodbath. It's gonna be like a lot of kicking and all that stuff. Like hockey, you know? Hockey is really violent. What if that's how horse races were? Would you guys still go and watch horse races? I might, to be honest. I would love to see horses wrestle, actually. Horses are very capable, no matter the sport they're involved in. Horse races were very violent? What happened? What was the lore there? Were they like, you know, doing the car racing thing like they do in the movies where they're like ramming the cars into the other cars? I'm guessing nobody wanted to hurt the horses. I mean, that is, you know, it's animal abuse. Oh, speaking of which, you know, PETA actually replied to the horse race test. They made their own version of the horses loving each other and said that horses don't like being raced, so don't race your horses. Just get along with each other. Let the horses be lesbians in peace. Let them love each other. It's about they just want to stay at the pasture. They don't want to go anywhere. I didn't know that horse races used to be that violent though. That's insane. It's insane. It was an AI image from PETA. What happened to their artists? Were they not able to find anyone? Oh, that's insane. I guess, you know, drawing a horse is pretty hard. You guys have all seen that horse drawing where they start drawing it super realistically and then it just gets undetailed? That's pretty much what happens. You gotta be careful about it. Imagine horses with boxing gloves on, they wouldn't be able to walk right. You underestimate how horses adapt, bro. They're very capable in that regard. Oh no, the corpos got involved. Time to get a new hop. Yeah, that happens. Every time something gets popular, you start seeing big companies reply. They gotta stick their hand in the pot of honey, you know? They gotta get in there. They gotta put their own horse in the race. But I don't think horse races need to be messed with like that. Me personally, out of all of the things that have happened these past couple of weeks with horse races, I share the sentiment that a lot of Musume fans have, that I'm just happy that more people are getting into horses in general, and especially horse racing, and then Musume, and then horse girls are receiving more support, and more support towards horse girls means I'm happy because we get more horse girl art, and more horse girl art is like, yippee, wahoo, you know? Especially with Musume coming out. So, all of the coincidences lately have made me very happy, and I look forward to seeing how the developments go from here, if that makes any sense. It's rather joyous, rather fun. Do you guys have any other horse race points that you would like me to cover, though? I realize there's not really much actual horse race lore to go over because it's all fan lore and it's all just if you don't know what horse race tests are, just look it up. You might be confused still, but they still have a little bit of a more clear idea. Did I see the Global announcement? I did! I'm excited! I'm excited to see the release date for it. How many Tomoe's favorite things have been ruined by corpos? Honestly, I don't really get into a lot of different, like, fandoms and stuff, so... or trends, so... I don't really think any of them have, to be honest. Not that I've noticed or remembered. You haven't even touched on the Nightmare Realm? I'm not even sure what to make of that. That literally just came up like the other day. And it's just a bunch of tormented looking cyan horses. And I guess superstitional realism is, yeah, they're just doomed yuri. That's just the doomed yuri course. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not even sure how to begin interpreting that. Why would the creator even do something so messed up? What are your thoughts on horse girls, as in girls who are really into horses? I mean, they're also spreading the love of horses, so isn't that a good thing? I think that's a good thing. Superstitional realism will never, she will never give up on saving her wife. She'll never give up. She has to go to the nightmare realm to pull her wife from the darkness and bring her into the light so that she can have a healthy relationship with her. Just like orange and yellow, those two together, beautiful combination. Jovial's happiness will extend to the other end of the track. The happy things will happen, okay? It'll be beautiful. You're so excited your life will be taken over even more by Uma when you get your hands on the gacha. I think the Uma Musume gacha is actually going to convince me to spend money on gacha for the first time. I think it's the first time anyway. I've never been like a huge gacha person, but like, it's horses. I kind of have to, you know, like, I kind of have to. I don't make the rules out here, man. I need all of my horses. You have no idea if there's even a market for the game in the West. Isn't that why they're trying to do like these sponsorships and stuff with like the Kentucky Derby? I think they're trying to generate more interest in the West. Cause like, generating interest in the West will help guarantee that the game doesn't get closed down. Cause if the gacha game doesn't do well, then they're not able to keep the servers open. They just don't see it as like a thing that, you know, is really necessary. So, can you guys imagine that we finally get Uma Global and then they close it down because it's not popular enough? That would be devastating. So I'm glad that they're trying to like take necessary precautions to try and boost horse popularity over here. See, because if Uma Musume Global was more popular, we'd probably have more horse VTubers as well. So you guys should also want this. This is like win-win situation here, you know? We're not going to talk about the unfortunate happenstance of the games that got shut down because, I don't know, they just didn't receive enough funding or something. Thank you, Nonix, for the 2 carrots. More hats for the Chud Sun. We need more horses! We need more horses in this world. Happy, happy horse world. I really don't think that would happen considering all the US people who made JP accounts that have been demanding it launch global, but you get the concern. You never know what could happen. I wish I had a JP account to play, but I'll be patient. I'll hold my horses, and so should you. Hold all of your horses. What's the fish in the back? That's Alpha. What do you mean? Oh, she's Alpha. She's chilling. 12 years, still no content collection in the West? Would it do well in the West? You're not strong enough, that's okay. Save your strength for the big race. One day, you guys are gonna see me on the Kentucky Derby track. I'm gonna be racing out there. If I was in a real horse race, would you guys come and cheer me on? I don't know if I'd be able to win though. I feel like I'd be like a nervous kid with like their whole family watching at the track meet, and I'd be like, oh gosh, what if I fail? What if everything falls apart? What do I do? Yeah, Uma Musume's been to a lot of conventions lately too. Like they've had booths at them. I've been tracking it. I've seen the stuff happening there. I just met you, but given the origin story you just gave me, painting you as an underdog, I would end up your biggest fan. But, yeah, I guess I am an underdog when it comes to horse racing. I don't know what to do. Does the military not have a team? I don't think they have a horse racing team. No, I don't think they have anything like that yet. The underhorse? I promise I'll do my best out there. I'll try not to lose. Jovial's gonna win. Jovial's gonna win. Is my design based on that? No. Nuh-uh. Wait a minute. Oh, the hat is oranged out too! What's the point of a cab unit without horses? That is true, actually. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. We do have horses, but we don't have horse races is what I'm saying. We don't have horse races. That's all. They might for the Olympics? You know, growing up, I always used to think that people who did, like, equestrian stuff were, like, the fancy rich kids, but maybe it's not entirely true. Maybe it's just, like, you know, like, circumstances of birth. Me, personally, I just want to see the horses roam free. I believe all horses should be released from their captors and returned to the forest to become feral. You know, they need to raise their own packs out there. Imagine instead of like a deer jumping in the way of your car when you're driving down the road, there's just a horse that leaps out from the forest. And then you run into a horse. What would you do? I don't know what I would do, actually. I didn't think this analogy through. Well, not analogy, but hypothetical situation. Yeah, it's because, like, you can't really clear it from the road that easily, and that's, like, a lot of horse meat that, like, you know, you could eat it, but you probably shouldn't. Probably wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, hitting a horse would be a lot worse. I think they're smart enough to avoid, cars, though, right? They wouldn't jump in the way of cars, right? You're pretty sure half this stream has been me not thinking. You'd be correct, because like I said, I just woke up before this, so this is like... I'm gonna try and interpret these things to the best of my ability. I'm just a little bit confused. What do you mean horses can be really dumb? Hold on. What do you mean by this? What do you mean? Choose your next words wisely. You do not want to invoke my ire, okay? You better be careful. Can be, you mean are? No! We're not mean. We're not mean, we're not dumb. We're not I don't know. We're not afraid of anything. Horses are fearless. We're big and tough and scary and menacing. Yeah. I don't know any dumb horses. All of mine have gone to prestigious schools. They're distinguished individuals. If they break a leg, well, let's just say if the horse breaks a leg, I have to break your legs in return, you know? Equivalent exchange. Because that's how the universe balances itself, I think. Yeah. Anywho, well. I don't really have too much else to talk about regarding horse race tests. I feel like we've covered most of the lore as of current. I mean, literally this thing has only been around for like a couple weeks, so you can't really like do one of those like, you know, several hour documentaries on YouTube about like the intricacies of the horses' struggles and relationships and their battles, and yeah. It's a lot to it, but also not really at the same time. It's really like a matter of interpretation. It's like throwing people in an empty room and giving them a box of crayons and some horses bouncing around on a DVD screen and telling them to figure it out, you know? That was a quick stream. I'll probably do a longer stream later this week, but I have to collect my thoughts, and yeah. I haven't even had any caffeine yet. I don't know how to be a streamer without caffeine. What am I supposed to do? How do I access my mental facilities if not for caffeine? I function off of it. I need it. Just like Jovial apparently needs to be doped up to win races, I need caffeine to stream. Willpower. I ain't got any of that left. That got taken away from me. I have to recharge over the weekend, you know? I just finished my work week. I worked 50 hours this week, and it's already It's only, what is it? It's Friday now. I guess it's fine. Okay, my work week's over. You get the point. That's why I'm tired. I done my work. That's propaganda. Jovial would never cheat. I agree, but the jovial aunties will not accept, excuses. But that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. That's acceptable. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get coffee and eat and work on projects, and hopefully everything will be okay with the last horse race test tomorrow. Hopefully everything's okay. What do you mean 50 hours you're how is 50 hours a week of work part-time to you? Huh? You understand that full-time is 40 hours a week, right? What do you mean 50 hours isn't a lot of work? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. You better watch it, buddy. You're not gonna call me a slacker. How dare you? 50 hours is too much. I want to sleep properly. I want to be able to relax. Well, not really, because I have some really cool things that I'm finalizing to show you guys, so I'm happy about that. 50 hours is hobby work. See, this is what I meant earlier this week, by the way, about YouTube chat always gaslighting me. Look how well-behaved Twitch chat is right now. And then you have YouTube over here, all instigating YouTube. Little feisty fellas, YouTube. Like the chihuahua nipping at your heels, YouTube. You guys, I don't hate you, no! I don't hate you! But you guys know what you are. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing right now. You're not innocent. You guys got caught in the act. What do you mean you're behaving? No! No, you're not! You're not behaving right now. The chatter will lie to the horse for content. I'm being bullied right now, bro. Drop the rocks, don't stone each other. It's okay if you're not doing anything. You're innocent. I'm not gonna say you're guilty by association. Tomoe is confused yet again. You're confused. Take your horse pills. Don't throw these accusations on me. YouTube chat on top forever. I mean, technically they are on top. They're the top chat over there. But some people didn't even know that I had a YouTube and Twitch. Look, they're blending together seamlessly. You guys can't attack each other because you can't tell that you are side by side like this. You're throwing them at us? No. Everybody's well behaved today. See, everybody's calmed down. You just have to call them out. It's like pulling out the spray bottle and spraying you guys. Just behave yourselves, okay? Bunch of animals. Horse pills are a little strong. Yeah, we added a little kick to them this time. Can't tell you what it is, though. No, you guys aren't allowed to attack each other. Twitch, be nice to YouTube. YouTube, be nice to Twitch. Be good to each other. Don't throw stones at each other. Today we are brothers to fight. We are friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Just think, what would Jovial want? Jovial would not want you guys to fight with each other. Jovial would want you guys to kiss in the corner of a racetrack, probably. So maybe that's not a good example. But like, just, you guys have to go for the victory. That's the point. I'm saying you guys need to go and win the races. Go and go and win. Okay, go win out there. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. That's all I meant to say. The false prophet, you are full of it, bro. You are full of it right now. You think Jovial would fight? Dude, Jovial would only fight if anyone threatened her queen. If Yellow was in danger, then Jovial would fight, okay? Actually, maybe Jovial just wants to fight everybody. I don't know who Jovial hates. I know everyone hates Jovial, but I don't know what's going on in Jovial's heart. It's hard to understand the mind of a winner, you know? That's like upper IQ curve right there, you know? It's easy to understand the average human mind, but how can we hope to comprehend the mind of somebody that's taken countless victories? Jovial hates losing. I believe it, to be honest. Jovial doesn't think about the competition. Jovial just knows where the prize is and immediately goes for it. It's amazing. It's quite amazing, honestly. Who doesn't like losing? You mean who likes losing? I don't want to be a loser. I want to be a winner. I want to put a big old horse trophy in the middle of my room back here. And you guys can be like, oh my gosh, Tomoe, you won for once. I'm so proud. Everyone's going to be so proud. We're going to have like a birthday party, a dinner party with clowns and stuff. All my stuff is orange. Yeah, watch. Orange rifle. This is in case it looks like any of the horses are about to beat me and I have to humble them a little bit. Yeah. Be careful where you point that. To be fair, during my Twitch partner celebration earlier this week, I kept flagging chat like this. And then they were like, Tomoe, don't point that at us. Tomoe, you can't do this. Tomoe, I'm gonna have to call the cops again. Tomoe, you're not gonna be able to come back here if you keep doing this. But that didn't stop me. It didn't stop me at all. It still looks brown. Well, orange and brown are very close together, so, you know. Sunburnt Tomoe, I would never get a sunburn. You can't stop me. Pointing it at YouTube? Oh, right. Let me lower it a bit so it's pointed at Twitch. My bad. My bad. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. Now we're safe. Alright, back up at YouTube. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go and get some work done. You guys have a good rest of your day. Sorry it was a shorter stream today, but as said, I could turn this into a yapping stream, but I want it to be on topic. You know, it has to be mostly at least about horse races. Horse race tests in particular. So we'll leave it at that for now. And I will be back around later to stream more. Maybe in this morning I might do a stream. You never know. Tends to happen sometimes. Or I might just stream at the allotted time later today. Which, you know, if you're on Twitch, you can see in my panels my schedule. If you're on YouTube, you can see the waiting rooms and also the community page posts. And then also it's pinned on Twitter. And then also it's pinned on Instagram. And also it's in my Discord server. See, I put my schedule a lot of places. Nobody has any way of saying that I don't care about you guys, because I make sure the stream times are visible. And then sometimes I'm late anyway, and it's just like, you know, you can just hear the laugh track in the background. It's like, oh, that's Tomoe for you. Silly horse lady, I'll work there. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good rest of your night. I'll catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of the horse races. There ain't too many left, but we got a little bit left there, so yeah, gotta apply ourselves. One last race to end them all. Alrighty. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye.